Think back. A moment when you did something well. A grade. A performance. A small win that felt huge to you at the time. And you ran to tell someone. A parent. A caregiver. Someone who was supposed to matter. And they said, nothing. Or not enough. Or they found the one thing you did wrong inside the thing you did right. If you're still carrying that moment with you, this video is about you. Psychologists have a term for what happens when a child grows up without consistent emotional validation. They call it an approval wound. And research shows it doesn't heal on its own. It follows you. Into your relationships. Into your work. Into the way you talk to yourself at 2 a.m. when nobody is watching. You probably don't even realize how much of your life has been shaped by chasing a feeling you never got. Think about how you work right now. Do you finish a project and immediately focus on what wasn't good enough? Do you receive a compliment and feel nothing, or worse, feel like they're wrong? Do you work harder than anyone around you but still feel like you're behind? That's not ambition. That's a child still running back to show someone a drawing. Still waiting to hear that it was enough. A 2017 study from the University of Amsterdam found that adults who grew up without consistent parental validation were significantly more likely to struggle with perfectionism, self-doubt, and an inability to internalize their own success. In simple terms, they kept achieving. But the feeling they were chasing never arrived. Because they were looking for it in the wrong place. They were looking for it outside themselves. Because that's where it was supposed to come from first. Here's what this does to relationships. You probably love very carefully. You give a lot. Maybe too much. Because somewhere in the back of your mind, love has always felt like something you have to earn. Something that could be taken away if you stopped being useful. If you stopped performing. So you perform. You over-explain. You apologize before anyone is even upset. You make yourself smaller so no one has a reason to leave. And when someone does love you really, openly loves you, part of you doesn't believe it. Part of you is waiting for the moment they realize their mistake. That's not self-sabotage. That's a nervous system that learned love was conditional before you were old enough to question it. Now here's the part that might be the hardest to hear. Your parents probably didn't know they were doing this. Most emotional neglect isn't intentional. It comes from parents who were also never told they were enough. Who were raised in households where feelings were weakness. Who simply didn't have the emotional language to give you what you needed. That doesn't make it okay. What happened to you was real. The hunger you felt was real. The version of you that kept trying to be enough, that child, was real. But understanding where it came from changes one important thing. It means there was never anything wrong with you. You didn't fail to earn their pride. They failed to know how to give it. So where does that leave you now? Psychology shows that the approval wound can heal. Not by going back and getting what you missed. But by learning to become the parent to yourself that you needed then. That sounds abstract. Here's what it actually looks like. It looks like finishing something and pausing before you criticize it. It looks like saying out loud, even if it feels ridiculous, I did a good job today. It looks like letting a compliment land. Just for a second. Without immediately deflecting it. It looks like building an internal voice that sounds less like your worst critic and more like someone who is genuinely on your side. That voice should have been built for you when you were small. It wasn't. So you build it now. Slowly.